Everybody ready?
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the next in our series of webinars presented by FrontRunner Professional. I am Mark Miatello, the Customer Support Representative with FrontRunner Professional, and once again, thanks for taking the time to join us today for this webinar. We always like to remind you that it isn't necessary to take notes during the presentation. If you do take notes, you may miss some important parts of it, and the webinar is being recorded, and we will post it online for you so you can review it at any time. You can access any of our webinars by clicking on the Help Desk and then User Manual, and right at the bottom of that list, you can select Virtual Learning Center. That's there for your reference at any time, and you can have your staff watch when it's convenient for them. And before we move any further on this, we always remind you about how we're always improving and including new features in the IMS. And Mike Hepburn came in and said, don't forget to mention that we've developed a new feature for the IMS for federated clients. And if you happen to be a federated client and you would like to be involved as a beta tester for this new feature, you are asked to contact Mike, and you can either call Mike or email him. The phone number, 866-748-3625, or you can email him at mhepburn@frontrunnerpro.com. And I'll remind you about that again at the end of the webinar. At times, due to internet congestion, the speed of your connection, how many people we have logged into this webinar, there may be some lag or gaps between what I'm saying and what you're seeing on the screen. Don't get too concerned about that. If you do experience something like that, as I said, the full webinar will be available online, and that will play nicely for you just in case there is any hiccups today. On the panel, once again, we have Stephanie Christoph joining us today, who will be doing the actual work that you'll see on the screen. And from various departments here at FrontRunner Professional, we have Stephanie Montroy, Ashley Montroy, and Jason Truesdale available too. Don't forget that we do listen to you when you have issues or suggestions. Every time you contact us through online support or by phone or email, and you have an issue or a suggestion, we document it, we bring it to the attention of the particular department that would be involved, and through that process we continue to enhance the product, and we strive to make it work for you. Now, we've been adding enhancements on a weekly basis, as you've probably noticed, and we'll continue to do so, and just like I mentioned, the new feature that we have there, so be sure to let us know what your thoughts and suggestions are, because we do use them. Detailed information on everything that we're about to show you is available in our online manuals. We have step-by-step processes for everything in the IMS available in the online manual. If you haven't had a chance to look at that manual, put some time aside and see what's available to you there. It's a very handy tool, and it's right there in front of you at any time. If you don't know how to access the manual, just select the main tab, then Help Desk and User Manual. And be sure to check the Virtual Learning Center. As mentioned, on a regular basis, we're going to be adding some new webinars and training videos on a regular basis. We have quite a few of those coming up very shortly. We'll be letting you know about them, and so it's a good idea to check in on that. If you do have any questions through the webinar today, we ask that you wait till the end of it, as hopefully we're going to answer those questions by what you see and hear. And if you do find it necessary to still submit a question, just enter it in the question section, and we'll do our best to get that answered for you either live or through the chat window, and we'll also be available to follow up on those after the webinar. This webinar is, of course, on the Book of Memories, how to use it and get the most out of it, and all the features that are in it. And to start, obviously, you will have to select a record that you want to work on. Now, the first thing to do in the Book of Memories is you want to select the theme. And as you do select the themes, you can see the different themes available, and you'll get a preview right up above as to what that is going to look like. So you select your theme. Should also mention here that you can set the photo and approval settings for this particular record. If you're using the newer version 4 of the IMS, the global settings are by default set to off for all records. Now, if you want to verify or change your global settings, you go to the main tab, select Book of Memories, and then the global BOM settings. And you'll see they're set to off for all records. If the settings are on, you can see all the photos and stories that are waiting for approval. You just click on the respective options at the bottom of the page there. If there is anything waiting to be approved, that's where you're going to see it for every record within your system. Now, you can override that for each individual record as you wish. If you turn the approval on, either the funeral home staff or the family is going to have to approve all photos and stories before they actually will appear in the Book of Memories. Now we move to the Manage Photos section. This is where you can upload photos, delete photos, and set the primary photo. And to upload a photo, obviously, you click on the Upload New Photo, click the Add button, and then select the photo you want to upload. To add more than one photo at a time, just click the Add button again. Keep selecting all the photos you want to upload to the record, and once you have those photos uploaded, make sure that you select the primary photo that you want for this particular record. This is the photo that is going to appear on your tribute page. Make sure and set that, otherwise you'll be calling me saying, I don't know why that picture is not showing. And next we're going to move to photographic memories. Now by default the system will create a slideshow with the pictures that have been uploaded for each book of memories. And if you or the family wishes to organize the pictures in a specific order, you do that here. You select Add a Frame, then add a minimum of one picture per frame. Now once all the pictures have been added to the frames, you can then reorder the pictures or remove photos if you like. And you can also select the music that plays in the book of memories. Rather, I should say in the book of memories during the photographic memories display. And you'll see the music selection up above. The default is Amazing Grace, but there are numerous selections there for each book of memories. You can pick and choose as you wish. Next, we'll move to the service recording. Now, if you have an audio recording of the service and the family would like it available online, this is where you upload it. Now, you have to make sure that the file is either a WAV file or MP3 file and is no larger than 25 megabytes, which is about 45 minutes in length. You click the Browse button, select the file, and then upload it, and the recording will now be accessible through the online Book of Memories. If you create a memorial, tribute, or bulletin, and you're able to save that file to a PDF, you can upload it to the Book of Memories. That will be available for visitors by using the Memorial Tribute. Once again, just select the file and simply upload it. And now we'll look at webcasting next. This is where you set up the webcast. You can also create it in the arrangement section under Services. What you do is click on Add Event and enter your details. The service recording is a service provided by a company called SympathyNet. Now, the service allows the family to have a live broadcast of the service and will have the ability to keep it online after the live broadcast. If you're interested in setting up something like this for your site, just let us know. We'll give you the details on how it works, and we can give you the contact information for SympathyNet. The Tribute section is a very handy tool for you because we often receive calls or emails asking us to make a correction for a condolence or a story or a candle message that's been left on a site. Now, you can actually do that yourself in the Tribute section. Should someone call and say, I need to get this changed, you just go in here. All memorial candle messages, condolences, stories, and donation messages can be accessed there. You can edit them or delete them as necessary and make any changes that the client has requested. In the insignia section, you can add images of the affiliations the deceased may have belonged to. You can use the drop-down boxes or the search to find the items that you need. Now, if you find that the IMS doesn't have the insignia that you do need, you can send us a request to upload one, and that's right at the bottom of the page where you can see the affiliation request. And we'll move to the print condolences section next. In here you have actually 4 options for printing off the condolences for the family. You can print the new condolences if you've already printed some and want to add to the document. The With a Watermark option prints the condolences with a faint image of a waterfall in the background. The Without a Watermark option prints to a plain page in case you want to print it on a page with your letterhead or logo. And All Condolences gives you the same print options either with or without the watermark. Now, if you'd like to preview the Book of Memories, you go back up to the Themes selection page, and you'll see that you have 2 options. You can preview for web or open in administration mode. Now, the preview for web will show you the Book of Memories that any visitor will see, while the open in administration mode gives you access to the Family Interactive section, and that's where we're going to go today. In this section, you'll be able to see what the family can actually do by themselves in the Book of Memories.